Dan with Fishing Twin Cities here, just wanting to give you a quick little video about how to get rid of a really bad backlash. It's bad. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And really, the basic concept is find your strand that would normally go through your line guide. Just kind of weave it through. It can be very hard to do. Generally, if you get a backlash this bad, I'd just switch over to a different rod and reel. Unless this is the only rod and reel that you have, in which case you're going to not be fishing for a little bit. And this is just one thing that I've noticed after switching to braid is that in braid it's a lot more common to have the line like wrap underneath itself. And I've heard concepts saying, reel backwards with your thumb on it. I've had a little bit of luck with that, not a lot. But it just really all winds down to patience. And this actually came from putting a super light lure on and cranking the tension and the braking all the way up. So it was my friend who did this, and I was like, yeah, you can borrow my rod and my reel, and they took it and were using for about an hour and switched over to a really light lure, threw it out there, and created, I guess, what we're going to call the mother of all backlashes. And don't just, despite the fact that it's tempting, don't just grab a pair of scissors and start cutting, because you will eventually end up with about 1,000 different end pieces, and then you're really going to be screwed because you're going to be like, which end piece goes to what? So yeah, this one is really bad. The trick is when you find these loops, pull on them. And you'll probably lose your end a couple times. There's my end. There. And just lost it. There it is. Don't get frustrated. It happens to all of us. There's not one person out there who's never gotten a backlash. Especially if you're starting off. Expect to be spending a lot of time doing this. It'll happen to like wrap underneath itself and bury itself like right here. And it's very hard to get out unless you pull not. If you're looking to it, just cut all your line off from your school. I know a lot of people are like, it's just easier, so I just do that. I'm like, okay, whatever. This is the other side. Oh. So, yeah, the key is to not get frustrated. I can't emphasize it enough. But once you get frustrated, then it really becomes hard to work with. I think I got it. Nope. I can find my end again. Still progress. Progress is better than no progress. This is really where I like to turn super needle nose pliers come in. You can lead into these little itty bitty areas. Bring me a little bit more difficult sometimes to get. Yeah, so what's happened here is you get like loose around the line, basically just a line going over it, and it will go in. This one is wrapped to about here, doing that. And binder break line you only have. I'm thinking it's just up to your concentration. I'm not getting mad at it. And I hate to say this, maybe one of those ones where you just cut a line off and re-spool, which is good. I actually want to put mono on this. Like 15 mile for another trip that I'm going on. We'll need a that has a lower retreat speed. Oh, one more, two more. Two more. I'm making progress. Where am I? Like I said, don't get mad at it. It happens to the best of everybody. I don't care if you're programming or it'll happen to you or it's happened to them. It's just not fun. You know, I've seen the tactic work. You really got to grind down on it though. It doesn't really have to got some big strands like this. Oh, a little bit of progress. Just remember, eventually you find the end. That's probably the most important thing. If you're going to take one thing away from this, is you eventually find the end. Go back from that, guys. So I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at. So I got my end here. I'm trying to get this little loop here undone. It can be very difficult. I'm not joking. You can spend like this a lot of time working on this. Almost got this loop undone, and then there's another sitting right next to it. Yep, I don't know. So, come on, that one. Okay, that's not pretty right there. Yep. So, trick here now is just patience, because now she's, her it is starting to become easier and easier, but I'm starting to get more loops, 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 loops. Almost there. So now what I'm doing is just taking all the loops out because they just keep coming. So, like I said, patience is a big thing. Don't just get mad at it. And if you are somebody with a, who just thinks that's enough, and you don't fit, get a big knife, big sharp knife, and cut it all off. That's about all you can do. Yeah, actually, I was happy with my friend had his boot on. Cast and hooked into another rod, and didn't realize it. Still cast it, and yeah, it went pretty. But it happens. Mad at him? No, not really. I'm sure what up. Which is a good sign. Why didn't slip? And she broke. Yep, so all I got here is I got the line wrapped underneath it. Pretty bad. And I up right there. So, I'm gonna have no choice but to cut her and restart. I hate doing it, but sometimes you kind of have no option. And she's wrapped under 4 or 5 layers of fishing line. I don't need it hard. She's buried. Sometimes I'll just find it easy just to pull them, they're all inside. Like I said, remember, eventually it all comes to an end. And that's the honest truth. Eventually you either figure it out, or you just going to end up having to cut it. Which, that's life, sometimes. Because she is, buried pretty deep. And I know people that would be like, take the reel apart and everything, and I'm like, no. I don't cherish line that much. Line is what, 20-30 bucks for braid. By the time you take it apart, I could have just gone to the store, gotten braid. If you are really on that tight of a budget that you need to cherish every little bit of line, then I don't know. Now she's going. Come on. This is where the pliers come in handy. If they don't slip. Right. So now all that prep work, pre-looping everything, is now where this pays off. I'm thinking I'm just trying to get this into the biggest loop that I can. So that way I can take off the most amount of loops possible at once. she's so long, I'm just going to cut her. I have about 25 yards of line out, and it just ain't going to work in this tight little quarter. Almost done. I just do what I didn't want to do, I just did. Shoot. There we go. Just grab and pull. There we go. Hey, there we go. There we go. There we go. And there we got her. Almost there. Aha. Put her through the line guide. Which can be a little bit difficult, especially when you're doing it with your opposite hand. Pull all your line through. Get all the cut line out of the way. Pull this all the way through. There we go. And crank her in. And that is how you fix a super uber complicated backlash. Just remember, when you go to store these things, put your line through your line guide and then wrap it around the handle. It'll make your life easier, it'll make everybody's life easier. So when you go to do it, pull a little bit of line out, put it flat like this, and wrap it like this. And eventually wrap it twice, or a couple times, and put your line through this little chunk of line right here. You know, like tie a knot. You know, it doesn't need to be a pre-knot. It can just be an overhand knot. And yeah. Just so that way you have an ending. If I can get this done. There we go. And ta-da. That's how you fix a super bad backlash. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a great day.